So today we're going to be talking about Insurgency Sandstorm and some quick tips and tricks to help you become a better player. A lot of you guys have probably picked this game up because console just released it and it's an amazing game and I'm loving it on the PS5. But I'll tell you, I wish I knew some of these tips and tricks prior to playing the game, because definitely as I started to play the game more and more, I'm picking up on a lot of tips that I kind of wish I knew beforehand. And I think making this video will definitely help a lot of you guys not only improve in the game, but hopefully you guys start dropping these 20, 30 bombs in the game and having a lot more fun. And as always, if you guys found the video useful, leaving a thumbs up is a good way to say thank you. But let's get into the video. So the first tip is rate of fire. Make sure that you guys are changing your rate of fire based on your situation. And most of the time, I'm gonna recommend you guys to put it on single fire for almost every gun, because it's gonna allow you to hit those medium to long range, and then you could just spam it if you get in those close range battles. I feel like the only time you really need automatic on almost any gun is maybe if you are in that close range, but the recoil on this game is legit. And if you guys have been playing this game at all, you guys probably know that right away, that recoil is crazy. And if you try to spam anything in this game, it's pretty tough. Now, there are some guns like the SVD that are already single fire only. So yeah, you don't have to really worry about those weapons. But all the other weapons, most of your ARs, putting it in single fire definitely will help you out long term. And hitting those medium to long range shots are going to be a lot easier. Now, to switch it on console, all you have to do is hit up on the D-pad and it will switch your rate of fire from single to automatic, and if you have burst, it'll also do that too. So you can go from single to burst to automatic depending on the weapon you're using. Now, a lot of people don't realize that there is proximity chat in this game. So what that means is you can hear the enemy when they're within a proximity of you. Now, comms are push to talk, so it isn't always an open mic. As you guys have seen here, these are my teammates in blue and green at the bottom. Now, communication is a big part of this game, but keeping the mics clear is also. What you're also going to see is a red name come up, and that is the enemy. You can also hear him. So he's giving out comms, which is giving up his teammate's position, giving up his position, and I can just hang out here and just wait. So being very careful on when you talk, when you don't talk, when you give out those comms is very crucial, especially when you are pushing an enemy's base. So don't be afraid to communicate with your team. But definitely remember that proximity chat is a thing in this game, and you can give away your position and your teammate's position by talking too much. Now, our third tip is sound is key. Crouching versus running makes a difference in Insurgency Sandstorm, guys. I can't tell you guys enough about how many people I catch just sprinting towards me once they're in enemy territory. Even my teammates giving away our position, and I have to like kind of tell them like, hey, look, don't be running. And this is a tactical based game. This isn't a game that you need to be sprinting around everywhere. So taking your time, pushing tactically will definitely net you more kills. And I'm telling you, I'm not sprinting everywhere, and I'm still dropping 20 to 30 kills a game on this. And it's because I take my time, I come around corners, I know how to play a tactical based game. And with the TTK being so high on this game, you have to play this a little bit different than you would play other games. But what I want to do real quick is just show you what sprinting sounds like when people are rushing you, for some of you guys who don't know the difference. So you're going to hear my teammate and an enemy push me. So you see how I thought my teammate was an enemy, but the enemy was really coming from my left, but there were 2 footsteps. I just couldn't react enough. That can make a big difference, right? So crouching isn't a bad thing in the game. Even walking slowly isn't a bad thing in the game. Take your time, make plays, and you guys will see the difference in your gameplay improve as you guys play this game. And if you guys can use a headset while playing this game, it definitely will improve, because hearing those footsteps and knowing when enemies are sneaking up on you or pushing you makes a big difference on being able to react to them. The fourth tip is going to be the scope you guys use, and I personally use the OKP or the Mars, the 2x, the 1x, but there are a lot of different 2x, the 1x, and I'm telling you guys, this really makes a difference between that close range to long range. And what's cool about it is you can switch the scope up and down whenever you need to, as you guys are going to see in this gameplay right here. So you're going to see what the 2x scope looks like, right? And the only difference between most of them are the cursor. So I have it right there. I am going to toggle it. Now I have the 1x, right? So you can see the difference in the zoom. But it was good, right? Because I had 2 guys run directly in front of me, so that 1x scope would have been a lot easier to aim than that 2 times. And remember, on almost every single assault rifle, you guys can throw this on. And then obviously, if you guys are using more of those marksman rifles, you're either using 4 times or one of like the higher end scopes. But if you are playing domination, you can use the SVD with the 2 to 1 time scope, which is kind of cool. So definitely pick the scope that works for you. But hey, try these 2 time scopes out, and I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be a game changer, especially when you start getting used to them and being able to just swap them back and forth as you guys get in those close range battles or those medium range battles. Makes a huge difference. So another pretty cool tip and trick for reloading and checking your ammo, which a lot of people don't know, right, is when you guys are firing your weapon, you guys want to know how many rounds you have in your magazine, you can just hold the reload button, and then at the bottom right hand side you can see how full your magazine is, right? And say if we get all the way down to the bottom, right? Say we get all the way down to the bottom, we're almost done. Let's just do a couple more. So it's almost depleted, right? And say we want to do a quick reload. If you double tap your reload button, you see how fast that reload is versus, look, let me show you something. Shoot just 2 bullets. I'm just going to tap the reload button once. Now, the difference between the two is when you do fast reload, it gets rid of that magazine. So even if you have 2 bullets in that magazine, you no longer have those 2 bullets because it's going to throw the magazine on the ground with the quick reload. But if you do a regular reload, you'll always have that. It'll always be in your stash with the amount of bullets on there. So really just up to you how you guys want to do it. I feel like if you use a lot of bullets and you know you don't have a lot in the magazine, tapping that quick reload, double tapping the reload button is definitely going to improve being able to get right back into battle. So just a little quick tip right there on reloading and checking your ammo in game. And for the final tip, I think you guys are really going to enjoy this one. So you guys probably noticed that you guys can open and close doors, right? You can open doors, you can close doors. You can even kick down doors, right? So they open up all the way. But did you know if you wanted to take a more tactical route that you could literally peek in the door? And you guys probably noticed, what you need to do is scope in and then hit triangle once, and then it should open up, or open up the wrong way. Because I think this door doesn't open both ways. So let's try this again. So for this door right here, say if I wanted to peek in, I would get close to the door. I would scope in like if I was going to, so I'm holding L2 and then I would tap it and then it would just open a little bit. And from here, if I wanted to, right, I can literally just throw a nade in, right? So I could just pop it, throw it in there, and then close it. And then same thing. And that's what you could do on this side too. You could open this side, you could close this side. And if you were coming into this doorway, you could just hit triangle. Right? So you just hit the open door. But what you need to do is be on the door and then it opens. And then you could just throw your stun in through here or peek around if you need to. But a little cool little tip. And I think a lot of you guys will enjoy that. So hopefully these tips and tricks are definitely helping you guys out. And hopefully this video helped you out. If it did, I'd appreciate it just leaving me a thumbs up. And if you guys have any questions about Insurgency Sandstorm, my experience while playing it, let me know in the comment section. I'll be glad to answer any of those questions. And for everybody who has been playing this game, and obviously if you guys are watching this video, you probably are one of the people who are enjoying this game. I just want to know your current thoughts on the game. I know there are a few bugs and they are planning on working on. I think PlayStation 4 and 5 just got our update on the 8th, and I think the Xbox One is supposed to be getting one shortly after if they haven't already gotten it. So there should be a new patch dropping soon. So hopefully everybody's enjoying the game. Let me know your thoughts, any criticisms you have on the game. I'm having a ton of fun, and I think this game is one of the funnest ones I've played in a long time. All right, guys, we'll wrap it up here. Appreciate the support. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, nothing but skills out.